I went to the cigar lounge the other day, and usually when I go there, I'll smoke a cigar. But I really didn't want to smoke a cigar. I wanted to smoke my pipe. So I did. Brought some Kringle Flake and my Savinelli, 601, I think it is, the Church Warden. And there was a gentleman sitting next to me. Smoking a cigar. And we got to chatting. And he told me he had always been curious about pipe tobacco and smoking a pipe. So, of course, I made him sniff the Kringle Flake because that stuff smells delicious. And I asked him why he hadn't just gone ahead and tried, you know? He said it seems like a lot of work. He's seen guys sitting there smoking pipes and, you know, they're relighting and they're tamping. Got this ongoing maintenance. I was like, you know what? That is true. Definitely takes more maintenance to smoke a bowl of pipe tobacco than it does a cigar. But there's something rewarding about that. And it's still very relaxing. Every tamp is just another step in the ritual, I think. And it becomes autonomous at a point, right? But still feels, I don't know, it just feels right. Hold on. I wrote down his name. The only reason I'm looking it up is because I did tell him to check out the channel for recommendations. So, in the off chance that he's actually watching this video, that he actually watched any of my videos, did I write down his name? Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. Oh well. Well, I'm sorry I didn't remember your name if you're watching, but yeah, I hope you get yourself a corn cob. At the very least. I guess you could say it's kind of like hanging out by a fire, and you're in charge of that fire. Every once in a while, you gotta put more wood on, right? Maybe fix the structure, make sure it doesn't collapse in on itself. But still, very relaxing. I think it might be warming up enough for me to take this off. Oh, that feels good. I tell you though, this H.H. Burley flake is just so well behaved. If I chit-chat too much, it'll go out inevitably, but if I'm not chit-chatting, this thing usually doesn't need any relights. It's wild. So some of you might have seen my post a week or two ago, or maybe just a few days ago. I don't know. How does time work, right? And if I remember, maybe I'll put the picture up here too in the video. But my favorite estate pipe was a Bari billiard estate pipe that I got off eBay. I think maybe the first estate pipe I ever got, actually. I sat down and I removed the stem because I was gonna give it a little like shank cleaning. And off with the stem came a piece of the shank and it just broke. I was so sad. It's like out of nowhere. But I told myself immediately that, now I have an excuse to buy another estate pipe. And I was listening to the most recent episode of the Pipes Magazine radio show podcast. And by the way, if you like podcasts and you're not tuning into that, and you like pipe tobacco and you're not tuning into that, you really should be. Anyway, the guest was a guy who's taking over, I think, ownership of K Woody, which is, from what I gather, a factory pipe company, but maybe just like a little bit smaller. I don't know the ins and outs. Based on the volume that they were talking about, it sounds like it's probably factory made. But it also sounded like there was a lot of, I don't know, there's a lot that goes into it. So maybe a happy medium or something. I don't know. The point is, look it up yourself because I don't know what I'm talking about. But what I do know is I was very intrigued by the story of K Woody and this man who had owned it for so long, and ownership being transferred and everything like that. And I decided to look up K Woody and see, what are these things going for. At first I thought it was an artisan pipe maker or something, but no, it was just a company. And I came across a 1930 something, I think it's like a 1932 K Woody super grain billiard pipe. figured I would replace a billiard with a billiard. And I ordered it. And it should be arriving next week, I believe. So I'll have to show you that when it arrives. Do a little Yabo pipe reveal. I'm starting to wonder about the split in my viewership. At least I assume there's a split. Because I've got these videos, which are how the channel started. You know, the origin of this channel is just me hanging out, and enjoying my pipe. Sometimes I say things. But lately, as you may have noticed, been mixing up a bit, doing more reviews of new blends, and doing, you know, lists of types of tobaccos that I think are suited for certain scenarios, whether that be morning or spring or just my favorite tobaccos of the year. Gloomy weather. And I'm wondering two things. If you, which I guess you are, because here you are, if you're watching this video, are you also watching those videos, or are you more into just these types of videos on the channel? And then my other question, are you a pipe smoker? Because I gather that most of you are, based on the conversations I've had in the comments. But I have a sneaking suspicion that some of you are just hanging out. And that's really cool. All right, and then last question. If you are a pipe smoker, how long have you been smoking pipe tobacco? Because with these review videos I've been doing, these top 5 lists and things like that, got a lot of newbies. And I don't envision the newbies wanting to hang out and do this, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay. I've given you enough to tell me in the comments, so hopefully I hear from you. I might just release this video today. Who knows? I guess you'll know if I do. It's Friday. Friday, May 10th. A lot of the time I'll post videos in the future because I like to put out consistent content for you guys, make sure something's coming out every week. And by scheduling ahead, I can ensure that that's going to happen. But it feels good to sometimes just release the video the day that I record it, because then it's like, I don't know, it's like you're closer, like you're actually here. And things are seasonal and topical. It's a little bit wet, so I'm gonna try to get some of that moisture out. If you are a new pipe smoker, by the way, this is totally acceptable. You can put a pipe cleaner in your pipe mid-smoke, and nothing bad's gonna happen. Get some of the moisture out of there. If you get like sort of a, what's it called, like a bubbling, slurping. It's like a little bubbling thing that's going on. You don't want that. At least I don't want that. It's not comfortable. Much better. But yeah, it's Friday, and I am not working. At least I'm not working on work for the company I work for. I was doing some mug designs. I've been playing with mugs lately, mugs and shirts. It's been fun. But mostly I'm trying to spend time with my daughter. And since she's taking a nap right now, I'm enjoying a bowl with you. I had one of the most upsetting, stressful, and scary, emotionally overwhelming experiences of my life this morning. My daughter and I were heading out to take a walk, and she was asking for a snack. For context, my daughter is about 20 months old. And I gave her a little fruit bar. It's like these really healthy, no sugar added fruit bars that I found at Costco. And mind you, they're not designed for toddlers. But I had given her a whole fruit bar before. She, takes bites off, and it's all good. But this time, she took a bite that was apparently too big. And she started choking. And she's choked on all sorts of things. Toddlers choke on stuff, and they're usually pretty good about getting it out. You hear this happening, but this was not an audible choking. This was silent struggling, and I saw the color in her face begin to turn a little bit blue. So I had to yank her up and got my palm and bam, 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 bam. A little bit came out. I look at her, still choking. Bam, 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 bam. And then boom, big old chunk comes flying out. And she sucks in a huge breath. Oh man, was I relieved. But I felt so terrible. That I had given her that. I should know better. The overwhelming guilt. I was just holding her and telling her I was sorry over and over and over again. She was like, she didn't even seem fazed by the experience really, but she could tell that I was upset, and I kept saying sorry, sorry, and then she started saying sorry, sorry. I'm like, no, I'm apologizing. But man, whew, that was intense. I don't know if you're a parent, but she is hands down the best part of my life, the most important person, the most important thing. She's in a lot of ways my identity at this point. Oh, man. But she was fine. Next thing you know, she's trying to take her sock off and laughing and just being herself. And I'm, 4 or 5 hours later here, still shooken up. Sometimes it's important to be cautious. And maybe it's always important to be thankful. I've been kind of bummed out because my employer cut my hours. Took me off salary. Told me, you're working hourly now, only 30 hours a week. Which is why I'm not working today. Nor will I be working on Fridays for the foreseeable future. It wasn't a performance thing, mind you. It's a financial decision. A lot of people got laid off. I got to keep my job, but not all of it. So yeah, I've been bummed. But at the same time, I've had a really, really nice day with my daughter. And that's something to be thankful for. Now I'm hanging out with you. Enjoying some seriously good tobacco. And I am relaxing more this week than I have in a while. It was my first week officially at that 30-hour position. And doing some work on, mug design. That's for me. So that's different. And truth be told, I'm hoping that at some point, some of these mugs will sell, and I can supplement the income a little bit, make up for what was taken from me. I am trying. I'm selling the mugs on Etsy. Mostly because it's, from what I understand, a good place for beginners doing mugs and shirts and things like that. Whoa. It's getting a little bit dark. There we go. I used to think Etsy was like a girl store. As it turns out, there's all sorts of crazy stuff on there. Just about everything you can think of, really. And at first, I was trying to just make pipe tobacco stuff. Pipe tobacco shirts and pipe tobacco mugs. Mostly mugs. So if you're curious, I'll put a link to the pipe tobacco stuff in the description. But I was doing some research, and as it turns out, not a whole lot of people looking for pipe tobacco mugs and shirts on Etsy. Go figure. Perhaps the niche is just a bit too small. So I've been branching out, making kind of dad-related stuff in preparation for Father's Day. Or just, in general. It's okay to give your dad a gift any time of the year. I hope you know that. But it's been fun. Speaking of trying to make extra money and monetization and things like that, I just got the notification today that this channel is eligible for the first level of monetization. Which requires 500 subscribers, which I have. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I have a tin of Brunello flakes, Savinelli Brunello flake that I was planning on doing like a giveaway with when I hit 500 subscribers, I think. Maybe, hold on, I need to see something real quick. Because I think maybe I decided to delay it until I get to 1,000 subscribers. I did. Because I thought I wanted to give it a little bit more time to age, so it's going to be like, I think like a year and a half old, maybe close to 2 years old. Yeah, because right now I'm at 810 subscribers, so as long as I keep reeling more of you guys in, I'll have 1,000 pretty soon here, maybe in the next couple months. Anyway, but yeah, that 500 subscribers and 3,000 hours of watch time in the last year, and apparently I hit those marks, so I'm now eligible for the first level of monetization, which includes the ability to the ability for you guys to do super thanks, which I've seen on some other pipe tobacco channels, which is good because you always get worried that you're not going to be able to do anything because you're engaging in such an illicit activity. But apparently it's okay. And then I think I'm also going to be able to list products like right on the channel. Trouble there is the vendor I've been using I don't think can link directly with YouTube, so I won't be able to offer what I've been making. Unless I move those products over to, I think Spring Tea is what it is. But yeah, so that's cool. I feel like this calls for some sort of celebration. They're still in the process of reviewing. There's like a little reviewing process that happens before I'm officially given the super thanks button and all that, but hopefully that'll happen this week. Who knows? Maybe by the time you're watching this video, it's already a thing. Yum, 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 yum. Man, it's beautiful out here. The forecast was not looking promising. As soon as I take my beanie off, wind starts blowing again. Yeah, I said it was going to be all gloomy today. So much so that my wife took the car to work. She usually walks because we live so close. But it is gorgeous out. I'm thinking I might take my daughter out again and grab some ice cream. And actually let her have some. She's never had ice cream before. I've been pretty strict about keeping her away from sugar in these younger years. But when your dad accidentally almost kills you, I feel like you deserve some ice cream, you know? So that might have to happen. And for me, I could celebrate this monetization. Could celebrate my first Friday off. I could celebrate successfully delodging fruit from my daughter's throat. And I could celebrate life in general with some ice cream. We live pretty much downtown here in Colorado Springs, so I could walk over to the ice cream shop. Just about 15 minutes. Yeah, so maybe I'll do that. But we're going to do something. She's going to eat something nice. Maybe I'll grab some espresso too. More and more, I find myself gravitating toward coffee. And man, does coffee taste good with pipe tobacco, especially burley. I already did well, I didn't do it yet, but I have a list of pipe tobaccos that I think are well suited for morning. MOR, not MOUR. I don't know if there's any tobaccos suited for that kind of morning. I think that's, well, I don't know. We don't need to get into that. But I was thinking about maybe also doing one, just tobaccos that go good with coffee. But honestly, like, what tobacco doesn't go good with coffee, right? Maybe I'll do it anyway. I like making those videos. It's fun. But yeah, one of the dad mugs that I made is a coffee dad mug. A squirrel. I'm going to try to show you. I thought that was kind of cool. It's going for like a retro style. Anyway, this bowl is just about finished. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of it without you. But I do hope you enjoyed our time together. Whatever you're doing, I hope you find it somewhat relaxing. And thanks for hanging out.